Hello, my courageous, captivating Capricorns. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi, and we are going to do some shamanic shifting, where we look at your current energy, what is your manifestation goal, and then look at how to take your current energy and transmute it into your goal. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The top 2 videos with the most likes will get a bonus reading next month. So if this resonates, please hit that like button. All right, Cap, this is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had the 3 of Chalices, the Death card, and Justice. So I feel mostly very good energy for you here. With the 3 of Chalices, it seems like there is some sort of celebration that's going on. You may be spending time with friends, but I do feel a lot of joy after like a difficult period. We have the Death card, which of course is the death and rebirth, right? The ending, which of course is the precursor for a new beginning. And whatever this death and rebirth is, it brought you karmic justice here. The balance scales have been tipped in your favor now. I'm not sure if you can hear Archangel Gabriel growling, but I feel like you were definitely protected angelically of this karmic justice that is coming to be. I feel like this ending was meant to happen. The Death card in this deck has to do with moving to a different property. It's not necessarily that anyone has died, but it's more of the end of an era is what it feels like. And then we have Vettel using amazing destruction. So again, we do have this, you know, death and rebirth type energy. It is a dark type, so I do feel like there was some destructive energy in your life. It probably brought you a lot of darkness, but with Floatzel using rescue, you are, you know, rescuing yourself in a way. I feel like the karmic scales are kind of doing that for you. With water using water type rescue, it does feel like an emotional rescuing. Then we have Stunfish using damage rush. So this is a steel type, which has to do with protecting your energy, which of course it's good to protect your energy, but it does look like in terms of kind of coming up to shore from this situation, things can get damaged if you rush this process. So you might be like, okay, let me just get through it sort of thing. Like anytime we're in a death and rebirth, you know, it does seem, you know, like sometimes we're just like, oh, I want to be over with, right? I want the rebirth. And I don't want to have to go through the death and destruction aspect of it. But it does look like you are going through the former. Okay, Capricorn, like I said, what we're going to do is take a look into what your current energy is, what your manifestation goal is for the month, and then how to transmute your current energy into your goal. I hope you are well. We are amidst eclipse season. We had the first eclipse on April 30th, which was in the constellation Aries. And then we have the next one that's coming up in the constellation of Libra on the 15th to 16th, and we are in the axis of war and peace. Justice system, right? We saw justice pop up for you already. So I am a true sidereal astrologist, of course. The data is directly from the sky. All right, Cap, let's see what's going on here. Your current energy. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. So you are finishing a cycle with somebody else, and it does feel like you're getting to this point where you have a good job, you have nice things. This is my card for, you know, she has it all and she's coming home to her sweetheart. So I do feel in that regard, okay, this one wants to come out, quite the balancing act. Oh, we have the 3 of Wands. There could be some sort of secret relationship possibly for some of you. This is my card of boinking the mailman, so there's that. But it's also this like stay-at-home person type energy. So it feels like either, you know, you have it all so that somebody else can sort of have the stay-at-home life, or you have it all and you're kind of wanting to be more at that stay-at-home life. Let's see what's the light energy here. We have Caterpie using adaptive evolution. So it seems like your heart chakra is adapting to its environments and evolving based on what is going on. Again, we saw the 3 of Chalices and the 3 of Wands. I don't typically get a third party situation here, but I actually do here with the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. It definitely feels like someone could have something, you know, on the DL. It says, for protection, it releases a horrible stench from its antennae on its head to drive away enemies. So I do feel like your heart chakra is really trying to be very protective of itself. It talks about releasing a horrid stench from the top, which are like horns. And so you may be noticing that your like your crown chakra is kind of going through a shift based on the way that your heart is. So if your crown, like if your head smells like it's stinky or, you know, is more greasy than usual or something, it seems like it's actually because of the way that your heart is adapting. Let's see what's the shadow here. We have mystery energy in reverse, and then this wants to come out, Mewtwo using barrier. Okay, so what I'm getting is like, okay, this is a special type of psychic energy called mystery, and it's basically saying like, okay, there's no mystery here. It's like you're very aware that there is some sort of psychic barrier. So this could be with a partner. Maybe you are thinking that, you know, your partner's sort of having an affair or something like that. Or with someone else, or it could just be a passion project that takes up most of their time. But again, I did program this card specifically about boinking the mailman. So with mystery and psychic barrier, it does seem like, you know, Mewtwo is like two people, right? And I do feel a third person here, where it's like, yeah, there's some sort of psychic barrier in the shadow with this person, with a particular person. Let's see. It says, a Pokemon whose genetic code was repeatedly recombined for research. It turned vicious as a result. So it's talking about genetic recombination. So again, this is environmental sort of epigenetic changes that are going on. And, you know, it's talking about becoming vicious. So either you are vicious in regards to this situation, feeling that way in your third eye and your mindset, or you are dealing with someone who is feeling vicious towards you. And again, I feel like this is not a mystery to you. If this is your reading, it's your reading, you know? All right, let's see here. What's the goal for this month? We have the Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Eight of Chalices. So, Five of Pentacles in reverse, okay, and the King of Wands in reverse. All right, so Five of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Wands in reverse. It feels like you don't want to really make a decision at this time. You know, Five of Pentacles is when you're sort of caught in an impasse and you're kind of stuck and you're not sure which direction to go necessarily when it comes to the physicality. But it looks like you're like, you know what, I don't want to feel stuck like in that way anymore. My throat chakra is very blocked. So I do feel with the Four of Swords in reverse, there's something that's an issue in the foundation of the communication. It feels like you're trying to find the right words or find something to say. It's like you're looking for the answer, but you're actually wanting an emotional cycle to repeat in some sort of way. And with the King of Wands in reverse, like this is the King of Wands, and the King of Wands knows to go to the Queen of Wands, because when it comes to the Kundalini and fire power, sort of she is that authority, if that makes sense. And so because it's coming out in reverse, it feels like you kind of, okay, the way that this feels like is you're trying to deal with this situation on your own. You're not interested in going to someone else for help in order to sort of understand which way to go on this path. And again, with the Four of Swords coming out in reverse, it feels like you're not really interested in building the communicative foundation about whatever this is. What's the light energy here? It feels like you want to research and do it all on your own with this Eight of Chalices here. But the Eight of Chalices typically denotes a cycle when you know you have to walk away from emotions, right? In this deck, it's something a little bit different. It's like searching for an emotional solution in something physical, which of course you cannot do. All right, let's see what's the light energy here. We have Carablast using Takedown. So I feel like you're trying to take down your heart chakra energy. Let's see what else is going on. Mincino using Tail Whip, and it wanted to go right to the Five of Pentacles and the King of Wands in reverse. So Tail Whip, tail energy has to do with the past. So I feel like when you did go to the Queen of Wands in some sort of way and ask for direction, you got hurt in some sort of way, like you got whipped, right? And so you're trying to take this energy down. There could actually be, it's talking about was there something about an enemy over here? Yeah, to drive away enemies. So I do feel like you know that there is someone around. If this is not a romantic thing, there could be someone who's sort of haunting your shadow and you have a psychic barrier up for them and you want to make sure that they sort of stay away from you. It says these mysterious Pokemon evolve when they receive electrical stimulation while they're in the same place as Shelmet. So Shelmet is a night Pokemon. It has like a knight's head. So I feel like you and this person evolved during knighthood, if that makes sense. So when they were possibly the Knight of Wands or something like that. And you're really trying to take your heart chakra down so that way your evolution is not based on the connection that you have with this person. It's like you don't want to have to be around them or near them in order to go through some sort of evolution. It says the way it brushes away grime with its tail can be helpful when cleaning, but its focus on spotlessness can make cleaning more of a hassle. And I wanted to go right to here. So I feel like, you know, when you went to this person in the past for help, they sort of demanded some type of perfection. It's like, yeah, you know, it's good that it wants to clean up and do all these things, but if it's going to be so obsessive that everything has to be, you know, spotless, then it's actually more of a hassle in the first place to sort of get advice from this person or get help or whatever it may be. Let's see what's the shadow here. We have Meowth using exhausted tackle. Yeah, so you are not exhausted whatsoever. I feel like you are like rip-roaring and ready to go in some sort of way. You definitely are ready to take this situation down. And again, I feel like it's this energy of kind of figuring it out on your own here. It says adores round objects. It wanders the streets on a nightly basis to look for drop loose change. So I feel like in the shadow, there's also something that you're trying to figure out how to help with your money situation. Meowth is the money cat. I feel like there's one more here. Tell us more. We have trainer potion. So trainer indicates the other person's energy, right? And potion is a healing tincture. So it is, you know, talking about this other person who does try to help heal. But again, I feel like the way that they try to help healing is so almost invasive that it, you know, kind of demands this perfection. Let's see what Mother Moon wants to say about this situation. Nothing will come of this situation. Yeah, so, you know, it does look like nothing's going to come of this. And part of it is because you are leaving this behind and recognizing like, okay, I do need to deal with this. I need to take this down and sort of handle this on my own. So nothing will come of this situation, which is good. Let's see. Let's see what the angelic fae have to say. Going right to this Mewtwo barrier, we have DNA karma in reverse. So this psychic barrier, right, of this person whose genetics, it talks about their genetics being recombined, right? The genetic code was repeatedly recombined for research and it turned vicious as a result. You know, again, we have DNA coming out in reverse with karma. It feels like part of this is not your karma to live through. You know, it needs to be released so that you don't have to deal with it, right? And I feel like it has to do with that justice energy that came out in the cleansing ceremony. Like the scales are being tipped. And it also feels like you are aware of like, okay, the way that I am responding when I'm in a certain environment is not good. You know, it's making my crown chakra not be what I want it to be, right? And you know it's because of what your heart chakra has gone through. That's why your heart chakra is like, no more. I don't want to do this. And in so doing, it, you know, really, and, you know, dealing with it on your own and not having to be around this person who is trying to heal you or whatever, or who is a healer or whatever it may be. You know, it's like, it's really a separation from this energy because it's not your karma to deal with. And I'm also getting like, you don't want to be in that environment because you don't want your DNA to constantly be responding to a toxic environment in that way. Again, I feel a lot of epigenetic shifts happening here. So like I said, we are going to head into the extended. So we'll see how we can take your current energy and transmute it into your goal where nothing will come of this situation, you know, being able to handle this on your own. Let's bring in some light to bring us into the extended. Going right to what is not a mystery, we have get grounded in reverse. So it does feel like maybe you are not grounded into earth in a way that would be healthy for you. This says empaths, highly sensitives connect with nature. So you might be very much into this psychic energy here and creating this barrier that it's actually removed your relationship to grounding to this planet and to nature, which it seems like is going to be a very important part as you know, transition and sort of deal with this on your own. Okay, Capricorn? All right, if you would like to follow me into the extended, it is available for Eagle and Phoenix members. The link is in the description box below, but if we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I'm sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.